Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First things first, y'all notice something different? I got a new camera. Look at the quality. I am obsessed. It literally bankrupted me. I am now a broke, especially after last week, as you guys saw. If you didn't, click right here and you will be brought to the video. But I just went to New York. I also set up the vanity mirror that I've been talking about for multiple videos as well. So, boom, now I got good quality video. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys the basics of VideoStar. I posted a couple VideoStar videos in the past, which a lot of people have saw, and a lot of people have liked. And I mean, a lot. I'm gonna bring it back, updated. I know a lot has happened to VideoStar since 2018. And a lot has changed about me since 2018.
Hi guys, I'm Riley and welcome back to another YouTube video.
We're gonna be doing a better updated version. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to let me know that you like these types of videos, as you guys did with the last one. Holy let's jump straight into it. Okay, so when you first open VideoStar, you're gonna get to your home page. Once you find an audio that you like and you wanna edit with, you're gonna come over to this plus button and just follow all my settings. This is it. You can choose any of these. You can play around with it. These are just my personal preferences. Once you figure out what you like, you're gonna click edit video, import your audio, and we're gonna wanna trim it. So this says that it's a minute long, which I'm not making a minute long edit, oh my god. So we're gonna find where the audio starts and ends. Obviously it starts here, and we just need to find where it ends. Okay, so the audio ends right here. So once you find where your audio ends, you're gonna click set end, and it should highlight like this. To double check, you can hit this button right here. What this is gonna do is it's gonna play the select mark. So right here is gonna play, not this part. If you hit this button, it's gonna play the entire thing. But once you figure out what you like, you're gonna click make video and wait for that to load. And then you should get to this screen, which is where all the editing and magic's gonna happen. What we first wanna do is we're gonna wanna split our audio so we can import our videos or pictures, whatever you decide to edit. We're gonna go over to edit, split scene, and you should get to this little screen. We're gonna play, and then we're gonna hit set for every beat drop. So just watch what I do. Okay, so this is all split. Once it gets to the loop, you can leave it. You don't have to split the entire thing. And also if you need to, if you hit this button right here, it will slow it down for you. So it's easier to split if you have like a faster audio. And then my loop's gonna be right here, and I'm just gonna split the outro. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but once you're done splitting your clips, you're gonna click split, and then they'll all be right here for you. Also, little trick, if you're having a really difficult time, VideoStar will actually split for you. You just wanna click this little music button, and then all these little divots, or whatever they are, triangles, that's where the beat drop's gonna be. And you can use these arrows to split it. Obviously isn't gonna be perfect always, but if you're having a difficult time, I highly recommend. And then you just hit split, and same thing, it'll be right there. Okay, let's start off with an intro. What we're gonna wanna do is you don't have to do this, this is optional. So if you don't want an intro, if you just wanna do like a black screen, whatever, I'm just gonna teach you how to do like a voiceover intro type of vibe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see where we want the voiceover to start. I'm gonna do like right here. And we're gonna split that. And then we're gonna go over to new. We're gonna hit import video. And then you're gonna find the clip you want to be the voiceover. Okay, so if you get this message, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and we're gonna split it a little more. Cause if we don't, the video is gonna play in slow-mo since it's like stretched out. Let's just try right here. That should be good. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna hit this button and that will play the audio. Girls dance. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim the part that I want to be the intro. I want it to end right there. So I'm gonna hit set end and it'll move it for me. And to play it back, just hit this button right here and see how you like it. Okay, I think I'm gonna move it back a little bit. I'm too hot. Okay, I think it's just a little too short for me, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you guys how to merge clips. So in order for this to be one long clip again, we're gonna go to edit, merge scenes, start, end, merge. Just like that. And then I'm gonna try splitting it a little less so I have more space for my video to play. There we go, that's better. To get your clip to be a square or whatever shape you chose, format, whatever, hit this button right here and it should zoom it in. Obviously, if you take your 2 fingers and zoom in and out, you can adjust it, move it however you like. This button's easier. Once you get it to your liking, you're gonna click import and then you're done. I'm just gonna merge these together really quick so I can make it one black screen. To get the black screen, you're gonna wanna you can do 2 things. You can either take a black picture and come into here and import a photo, or this is easier, go to new, multi-layer. If this should already be black, but if it's not, just come to this little palette and you don't have to do black, you can do literally any color you want, but I'm gonna do black. And then just create. And that's all you have to do. Now you have a black screen. Next, we're just gonna import our videos for the rest of our clips. You're gonna come to new, import, find your clip, and we're just gonna trim to our liking. Okay, that looks good. I'm just gonna import it, and it's literally simple as that. That's all you have to do for this part. So I'm gonna do it for the rest of my clips. Okay, once you're done importing all your clips, we're gonna work on the quality. We're gonna go to new, transform. You're gonna wanna find sharpen right here and tap on it and you should get to this page. These are my settings down here. You can copy them. What this is gonna do, it's gonna enhance the quality of your videos or pictures. You don't have to do these settings. You can obviously play around with it and do whatever you like. Once you find the settings you like, click create. Once that loads, you'll get back to this page and you're gonna wanna do it every other clip. Now it's time for the best part, the velocity or slow-mo. So in order to get the slow-mo, we're gonna go to new, velocity, and you should get to this page. You can play around with this. If you just want the whole clip to be in slow-mo, you're gonna drag this thing down and then hit create. And then your clip will be in slow-mo. That's it. However, if you want a velocity, we're gonna go back into there. We're gonna speed this part just a little bit. Take this, we're gonna drag it down a little bit. You can also tap. Hit this plus button. We're gonna drag this down. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but for the end. So hit this plus button and drag it up to match with the other. And then once you like it, click create. And we're gonna get a little something like this. Perfect. And then you're just gonna do that with the rest of your clips. So I'll show you guys again. I'm also gonna show you a little shortcut this time, so make sure to keep watching. Just gonna copy the same thing I did. So instead of having to do this for all your other clips, if we come up here to this little QR, click share. You can name this whatever. I'm just gonna do YouTube. Next, and then save it. Now you have your own QR code that you can copy and paste into all your other clips, so you don't have to keep doing this. Go back to velocity, come back up to that QR, gonna hit import this time. And boom. And if you don't like it, you can play with it a little bit. Doesn't have to be the same. I think this looks good though, so I'm gonna hit create, and then that's done. And then you can do that with all your other clips. If you get this message, just hit fit. Okay, now we have all our videos in slow-mo. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna teach you how to do basic transitions. We're gonna start with blurs. So we're gonna go to new, multi-layer. We're gonna click the number 1 and import your most recent video. So this is mine. We're gonna go down to color, and you can choose between blurs. You can choose between pro blur. It's gonna be this one that a lot of editors use, or you can do motion blur, which is gonna be the other one. I'm gonna use motion blur, I think, just because I like it a little bit more. If you choose motion blur, you're gonna click this and you're gonna hit this box. It's gonna make it a little better, a little smoother per se. We're gonna hit the number 1, edit keyframe, and this button right here, you're gonna wanna click. And it's gonna change the size to color. And you can adjust this to whatever you like. I'm gonna do 80, and then drag this to wherever you want the blur to end. I'm gonna do right here. Just change that to 0. And you're gonna have this, and I know it looks like shit, so bear with me, okay? It's a little bit of a process. See this line right here? Click it, and we have our graphs. I'm gonna do a custom graph. If you don't want to, you can choose any of these. Personally, whenever I choose these ones, I do this one. It's gonna look like this, but I'm gonna do a custom graph, so feel free to follow along. Go to custom. You're gonna wanna change this to this one. And then we're gonna take our keyframes. You can just drag them. We're gonna put this one to about here. This one here. And then boom. It just, in my opinion, I think it looks a lot smoother. If you don't like how it looks, you can play around with this. You can do more, you can do less. You just don't want to do it this way. Because if you do it this way, you're gonna get this. And that does not look good. So keep it over here. And then click back on the paintbrush, go back to size, and you can zoom this in. To get that zoom in effect that everybody uses. I'm gonna do like 110. Come to about halfway your clip, click this down arrow. It's gonna make a key point and drag this to the end, and we're gonna make it fade out. I usually do about 15 to 20. Since this clip is darker, I'm gonna do 20. We're gonna click on this line over here, and we're gonna click on this graph. Now you should have something like this. Click back. And if you don't like how this looks, feel free to go back in. I think I'm gonna make this a little darker, just because I like my fade outs to be pretty dark. There we go. Okay, perfect. I love how this looks, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go to my graph, or my QR code, sorry. We're gonna click share. Once again, just gonna name this YouTube, blur, next, save, and then there you go. You have your transition, and it is saved, so you can copy it into every other clip if you want your whole edit to look like this. If you don't, if you wanna add some slides, I'm gonna teach you how to do that next. We're gonna click create. All right, I'll teach you guys how to do some transitions now. Let me start with a slide. So we're gonna go back to multi-layer, gonna do exactly what we did before. Edit keyframes. We're gonna come to about midway clip, just hit the arrow. And then you're gonna wanna tap over one, over here. And you're gonna wanna click back on that arrow. And then drag this down to the end. And you can choose any direction you want. I'm just gonna do right because it's my go-to. Once again, doesn't look good, but it should look like this right now. You're gonna click on this graph up here, custom, and this time we're gonna wanna do it this way. It's about the same thing. Okay, I think that looks good. And if you don't like it, you can go back in, you know, play around with it to your liking. Now you should have this. Right? Obviously, we don't want that black screen there, so we're gonna go down to mirror. You can choose any one of these. My go-to is this one. And now to add that blur, we're gonna go to color. You're gonna type in tracking blur. And I'm just gonna bring this down a little bit. All right, just gonna hit create, and then you have a slide. Easy as that. Okay, now for the second clip, we're gonna go to new, multi-layer, hit that most recent clip, keyframes. We're gonna go back to about the middle-ish of your clip, hit that arrow, go back to the beginning. We're gonna wanna do the opposite direction that we did the slide in. So this time, I'm gonna go from this way, like that. And we're gonna go back to our custom graph, and we're gonna do the same as the first graph. Go to the mirror, and then add the blur. And this transition's a little too slow for my liking, so I'm just gonna go back in and speed it up a bit. Okay, that's better. And then hit create, and then you have a slide. Alright, so now you know how to do blurs and slides. I'm just gonna make this one zoom in and then fade out, just like I did with that first clip. So I'm gonna do it about to 110 again, maybe a little more. Now you have this really clean blur and slide. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing, but make it go the other way. So let me teach you again. We're gonna go back to multi-layer. Gonna go about here, the middle of the clip. 1 keyframe, 2. And this time I want it to go this way. And don't forget, we want this keyframe to go like this, because if we do this way, it's gonna look like this. No, it doesn't look good. Okay, then create. More money, then I'll be better. And now we're just gonna do the same thing on this clip.
Too hot. More money, then I'll be better off without you.
Okay, now you should just have something like that.
Too hot. More money, then I'll be better off without.
Obviously, it takes practice. I've been using videostar since like, God, I don't even know, 2016. So it's been almost literally a decade. So it gets easier. Don't be too frustrated if it's not coming out as perfect. I will leave my QR code, so if you want to use mine, go ahead, feel free. I'm just gonna add a couple more blurs. I'm just gonna make a blur QR code really quick since I forgot to with the first clip. I'm just gonna do this with a couple of my clips really quick. We're gonna go here. Gonna do keyframe number 1 and then 2, drag it to the end. We're gonna slide it up this time. Mirror and then blur. I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna readjust my keyframes. So to do that, just gonna do new 1 and 2, delete the other ones. Okay, that looks better. Create.
And no time I'll be forgetting. Shoot, and no time I'll be forgetting. forgetting. Forgetting, 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 forgetting. Forget. Forgetting, 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 forgetting. Time I'll be forgetting all about, all about.
Okay, and now we're done. Once you're done with all your blurs and transitions, we're gonna wanna merge it all into one. So to do that, we're gonna go to edit, merge, start with the first clip, not your intro, just the first clip. And then we're gonna go to the last one, hit end, and then we're gonna merge it. This next part does cost money, but if you're willing to pay to make it look a little smoother, we're gonna add some motion blur. I'm gonna go to new, click transform, and we're gonna go to VS motion blur, and then tap it again. These are my settings. Obviously, like I've said, you can play around with it a little bit, but if you want my settings, here they are. Once you find it to your liking, click create. And what this is gonna do, this is gonna make your transitions and blurs a lot smoother. It's just gonna add some more blur to it so it goes a little more smoothly. I'm just gonna go back in and add some more sharpen because I want the quality to be better. Okay, once you are satisfied, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this whole thing repeat. We're gonna hit edit, copy, and we're just gonna paste it over here. If you get this message, don't freak out, happens all the time, it's really annoying. You're gonna wanna go to the end of your clip, tap 1 so you get to this section, and you're gonna wanna tap back, I don't know, like 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna wanna split it. And now let's try. Boom, now our clip fits.
Saying that you know, but I really, really doubt you understand. My life is easy when I ain't around you.
Boom, just like that, and then paste. And then we're gonna merge this and the outro. And I'm just gonna make that a black screen as well.
Around you.
Boom, now you have your edit. I'm just gonna make the intro fade in really quick. And to make sure the voiceover stays on, we're gonna go to this volume button, hit this, and you're gonna wanna make sure this is up all the way, always. Don't forget about that, because if you do, it's gonna completely get rid of the audio of your voiceover. Okay, now I'm just gonna add text. I'm gonna make it easier and I'm gonna split when she speaks. So I'm gonna add a text that says, "I'm too hot," because that's what she says. I don't really know how to explain it too well, so just follow what I do and I'll try to explain it as I go. I'm too hot. Okay, so see how I split it for I'm too hot. We're gonna go over to this first part. Don't forget, make sure that volume's up. I'm gonna write I'm. I'm just gonna add some drop shadow. You don't have to do this. It's just I think it makes it look better. We're gonna go over to the next part. I'm gonna add some drop shadow again. And this is gonna look different every time, so don't memorize the size, just go by your best judgment.
Hot. I'm too hot.
Okay, now I'm just gonna merge this together. And I'm gonna make it fade out.
Girls down.
And great. Okay, once everything's done, we're gonna merge it all together. We're gonna add some effects to make it look cool. You don't have to do this, it's just I think it makes the edit look more put together. We're gonna come over to this over here. We're gonna type in panning. We're gonna go to panning 1, come up to this arrow, and we're gonna wanna hit this one right here. I'm gonna drag this down a little bit. And then once you like it, click Quick Fix, and it's just gonna apply it to your whole clip. And now you got panning. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna add coloring. We're gonna add coloring. So we're gonna go to New, Transform, and we're gonna find Custom Coloring right here. I already have a coloring selected. I'll put it on the screen right now. If you don't, you can come up to this QR and you can import the coloring I just used, or you can go to Featured and you can choose any of these colorings. Like if I want to use this one, and then you can click use this, and then it will apply to your clip. I'm gonna use this one just because it's my go-to. I always use it. I'm gonna click create and let that do its thing. Sometimes it'll remove the audio, so if it does that, don't worry. It's an easy fix. We're gonna go to multi-layer. We're gonna click 1, but this time we're gonna add the most latest one. And we're gonna turn that volume up. And we're just gonna put this on top of it and leave this one quiet.
I'm too hot.
It's back, and that's it. This is a little hack. If the coloring's a little too aggressive for your liking, we're gonna go back to multi-layer. We're gonna click on the most recent clip. Not this one, but the most recent without the coloring. So this one right here for me. And then click 2, and we're gonna do the most recent. Edit keyframes, and we're gonna turn down the opacity. I'm gonna do about 70. And then this is gonna blend both of them together. Once you get it to your liking, hit create again. I'm just gonna add a quick flicker. I'm also gonna add some borders. Okay, now this is the very last step, our watermark. We're gonna go to multi-layer, most recent, to text, and type in your username. Then we're gonna go to color. We're gonna type in blend, BG. We're gonna go to the arrow, and we're gonna click this one right here. And then you can move this to wherever you like. I'm just gonna put mine down here. Don't forget to turn that volume up. And then once you're done, hit create, and you are all set. You now have your video star edit. And to get this into your camera roll, you're gonna hit X, come up to here, and then hit save video. And then from there you can post it on TikTok, Instagram, whatever you wanna post it on. Okay, been a couple days. Clearly I changed outfits, but realized I forgot to make an outro. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any video suggestions, you know, the usual. I will see you guys next week. Bye. I hate doing thumbnails.